Hi guys, it's Aegis here. Today I have a different match I want to show you. It is a Narukami versus Great Nature, and if you do notice, the background is kind of different because this is one of the kind of card game event inside the Comic World Hong Kong. I think it's the 49th. Actual number I can't remember. But they do have a event for different card games, and I was helping out for the Vanguard part. So I got this footage and also got like different matches. This one is actually the top 8 of a tournament around 26 people. So you can see it's very interesting to see Great Nature to going that high. So I think it's quite interesting to show you guys. And since there's so much noise in the area because many games are happening, and they also have like other side events going on for the comic world, so I cut the voice and I'm doing the voicing commentary here. So about this match, this pairing, I find it quite interesting because there's a lot of people playing Narukami that day, and Narukami is strong. I even make a deck profile for it, so if you haven't checked it out, feel free to check it out. The new Narukami is very good at clearing front rows units and gaining advantage from there, and they do have a lot of draw power. So you can see the Narukami player got a lot of cards in his hand, and he haven't actually used those skills yet. So you can see a Jackie shot here. He actually didn't get a first five Vanquisher. Maybe he just found himself doesn't need it. But then he's binding Chatura, so he can actually call Chatura for drawing cards. And I find it quite interesting that Great Nature is actually having a quite good matchup with the new Narukami, because it is also a XL clan, so they do have extra front row circles, and it takes Narukami more resources to clean those up before they can actually draw cards. You can see the Narukami player got like 10 cards in hand, even though he just keep riding and then play 1 or 2 extra units. And the Great Nature player didn't get Isabel. But with Leopold's skill, as long as he don't get a trigger unit, he can always find a way to build up his build. So we see a Barco Zebra and a Binoculars Tiger here. Then let's see what he's going to do next. So he actually puts the Zebra to a non-XL circle, and you will find out why very soon. And there we go. It's a Geograph Giant. So Geograph Giant can be very big as long as they are on like XL circle. Even though it's not XL1, it's still helpful. And he's trying to attack with Binoculars Tiger, hoping to get the power boost, but he can only draw 1. But Zebra will get the 5k anyway. And now Leopold is going in. Leopold doesn't have to be boosted, because as long as he can pull a trigger with his own effect, he still got the power and crit, and you never know, like this, he just suddenly pull a crit, and sometimes just going to change games. But unfortunately, the Narukami player is playing careful, so you just keep it safe for this attack. And Chatura is not a good unit to stay on the field, because even though he doesn't get the 10k power, as long as Chatura hits, you can still Soul Blast 1 to draw 1. Not considering if you have a opponent's primary units to kill or not. Drawing 1 is very big. And you can see both players actually got a lot of hands. So this match is going to take a while. It's like if Narukami is going to wipe the board faster, or Great Nature is going to rebuild the field and clean up all the stuff and keep hitting faster, or Leopold build the field, then keep attacking and rush you over. And finally he writes a Vanquisher, and since now he got a Grade 3 already in soul, he can just counter plus 1 and bind total 3 cards and get the 10k off. So here's another Jackie shot, another draw power. Just a single Jackie shot. If your opponent's got no extra unit on the field, in the front row, you basically draw 2 cards. And here comes a Cho binding more units. Let's see if he can bind all the front rows this turn. So here comes the Vanquisher skill, binding the Zebra, and both player blinds a hand, and you can see the Narukami player actually put the card face down first. But sometimes your opponent just going to bind the cards right away. Here comes the Gunner, Soul Charging, and 2 Phoenix. And the Vanquisher skill to give 10k to all friendly units are now online, so it's going to hit hard. So now they are like calculating all the power because just this turn, if he keep guarding, is going to take a lot of hands. So you need to be very careful to use like the least resources as possible. So guarding for 15, and now the Jackie shot, binding another front row, and Chatura replacing the gunner, and now he's hitting for 33k. He take the hit. And here comes the no, he's not going to attack with that yet. Cho first. Got a patrol. Chatura attacking for 33k. Again, it's best if you do not let him hit, but the Great Nature player did let him to get a chance to Soul Blast and draw one. And this will help the Narukami player a lot because as long as he keep a high hand, he can defend himself, and he got resources to bind and keep calling like Chatura and Gunner. And using the greater skill, Soul Blast 1, draw 1, and then bind 1 card. Which if he bind a Chatura or Gunner, he can call it out. If not, then that just happened. But now Chatura is in again. And he take another hit. Still no trigger. And he definitely need to guard for this. So now entering his turn, and you can see his hand size is so low, and Narukami player still got like 10 cards in hand with only 3 damage, and he still don't have Isabel. But let's see how the Leopold going to help. So normal unit, he can call 2, and of course he do have those stuff. And ready to use Leopold skill for the second time, but he need to place the unit down first. This time the Binoculars Tiger is on an exile circle because he got extra 1. And then another one is the trigger, so he got the power and the crit. And another Geogorp Giant. But you can see his hand size is so small. So how he go? So blasting another how he go. So at least he can get a card in his hand. And the Narukami player is counting the triggers. So they counted a total of 10 triggers appeared publicly for Great Nature player. So, and I think he just get one into his hand. So likely he just got 5, I think. And here comes the Binoculars Tiger. dropping another card, no unit again, draw 1. So quite interesting. Narukami player used Troll to intercept. Maybe he think he don't have that much counter blasts anyway. So it's like unlikely the Troll is going to stand itself. Attacking HASATA and it's gone. And here comes the Leopold attack. Of course, it's got PG'd. And you can also see the Great Nature player's deck is quite thin right now. But he do get a draw. And let's see what he wants to do here, because if I am the Great Nature player in like this moment, my focus will be to wipe off my opponent's regards so that he don't have extra counter blast to use for Vanquisher, because for now Vanquisher just one counter blast is going to bind one front row units of your opponent and one hand from them. And to Great Nature player in this situation is quite big. It's better not trying to reduce your hand size by something you don't want to happen. So you actually did that too. Now the thing is, if he's not going to write another Leopold next turn or Isabel, that's going to be bad for him, because the Vanguard will just be like a 12k without effects. But you can also see the Great Nature player did try very hard to keep as much units to attack as possible, which I think we do need to give him some credit for doing such a good job. But at the same time, he might be taking too long in this game, because so many cards in Great Nature is going to mill your own deck. So the longer you take, the faster you're going to deck out yourself. And here comes a 2 jagged shot. But he is not likely going to have the resources to like completely wipe the front row, and he even play the draw trigger out to help cleaning some units. So try to increase his hand size, because if you take it, there's one front row unit gone. If you intercept, there's also a front unit gone. So and if you're just looking at the board, 2 jagged shot and the grade 2 there is going to bind the total of 3 cards. So he's trying to make some small attacks, trying to use his resources. And here comes the jagged shot. I don't think he have like much to bind. He bind a gunner and bind the giant. here they just the judge went in and like thinking to check a shot needs to draw one, but they do actually have a binoculars tiger there, so nothing happens because I'm watching it, and of course I play both decks, I know what's going on, so nothing happened. And the checker shot went in and draw one, and binding another one, and playing another gunner. And now Vanquisher plus 10k skill is active again, which is a hard moment for the Great Nature player. Because there are like 1, 2, 3, 4 regard attacks remains. At the same time, a Vanquisher is still there. And he takes it. That's it. Thanks for watching.